Well, sorry about that. I thought I paused it, but I closed it. So y'all saw the gash on my head. It hurts. He's gonna give me something for that. But I'm scared. I know things are what they are, and I'm the queen of suck it up and move on. But I don't want my heart operated on. I have a real big fear of any kind of surgery on organs. I have fear. I know this is stupid, but I feel like when your innards are exposed to the world, for some reason, you wind up getting cancer. I don't. I don't want. I don't want it. But I know if I have to have it, I have to have it just to be here a little bit longer. For what, I'm not really sure, to be honest. Except for my mom. I don't want to die before she does because I think that would kill her. Katie can learn to be on her own. She can learn to be self-sufficient, and she's got her dad. I don't have a lot. It's like doctor's appointments and dialysis. I'm at home. Nobody wants to take me anywhere. So anyway, enough of that. Enough of that. Everything's fine. You know, you can't change things. You have to accept them. They say that God doesn't give you more than you can handle, but I don't know if that's true. And I'm not trying to be like that, you know. No, God is wrong, and that's wrong, and no. Maybe we're supposed to learn something. I don't know. I mean, I've lost half my leg. I've lost my toe on my other foot. I'm diabetic. Lactose intolerant sucks. And stage 5 renal, which is the last stage. There's nothing after that but dead. Now my heart, it's like, what is there a lesson I'm supposed to be learning that I'm not understanding? Do y'all have an answer to that? Because I don't. I try to be a good person. I don't try to make it a forced thing. You know what I mean? Like I want it to come naturally, like yesterday. And please, I'm not bragging or saying anything like that. Please don't think I am. But, okay, hold on, I'm sorry. When I go to DeVita, I bring snacks because I don't eat until I get there because of the IBS. If I eat something, I'm going to have diarrhea, and I don't want to do it there because you're there for 4 hours. So I don't eat until I get there, and then when I do eat, I eat like, let me got my bag of honey wheat pretzels that I get from HEB. They're really good. And then I've got those, you know, those Lance peanut butter crackers. So I've got peanut butter crackers. I've got cheese crackers. I've got cream cheese crackers. And I have about 8 of them. I know that probably sounds funny, but I always forget to pack them. So I figured, you know what? I'll just pack a whole bunch of them. So I just grabbed a bunch of them. Excuse me. Katie said, what are you going to do, Mom? Feed the whole... Oh, I can do that. What are you going to do? Feed the whole clinic? And I said, well, you know, if someone else is hungry, you shouldn't eat in front of them without offering. That's the way that we were brought up. Well, they get protein bars, and I hate those protein bars. So I'm like, no. And I just eat my pretzels and stuff. So we're in the waiting room. There's quite a few of us. It was really busy, but there's this elderly lady, and I was drawn to her, and I don't know why. But I was drawn to her, so I wheeled my wheelchair next to her and started talking to her. We were having a nice conversation about our lives, and I wanted to get to know her. And I said, "Are you hungry?" And she said, "Yeah." I said, "Well, let me show you what I got." And her best friend was there, and I guess her best friend's daughter got a story about her too. So I take out my little bag. It was a popcorn bag. I just put all the crackers in there. And I'm like, "I've got one of these." And I had like 4 choices. I said, "You pick as many as you want." So she took a couple. And then I saw that I had one last bag of popcorn in there. You know, that, not Smart Pop or something. Anyway, it's the popcorn that's good for you. And it was white cheddar. And I said, "Hey, I got one of these. Do you want it?" She took it. She was having a hard time opening it. And I told her I would help you, but I can't open it either. I need to put a small pair of scissors in my DeVita bag. I've got a small pair. I need to, bring them. Okay, I'm sorry. Which is worse, me wiping the snot away or you seeing it? So her and I were talking. It was good. But the young lady, my lunch came. You want to see what I got? I got fish covered with the breading. I've got carrots, which are my favorite, and some rice with gravy because, can't have potatoes. So anyway, I keep looking for my earrings, but I forgot I had an x-ray, so I had to take it all off. We had a great conversation. So the girl that's with them, I don't know how old she is, maybe her mid-20s. She's got what looks like a baby. You know those things that you put and the baby lays on your chest? Well, it was covered in a blanket too, and it was kind of warm. Well, anyway, we were there 5 hours. They were there just as long as I was. They got called right before me. So the lady that does your registration, her thing wheels around, she comes and gets your consent on this and that. So she comes, okay, so they're gone now. They left like 10 minutes before me. They got called. So she comes in, the registration lady, and she's looking at me, and I don't know why. And she said, "Did you see the dog?" And I was like, "Is this a trick question?" And I said, "What dog?" And she said, "The lady who acted like she has a baby doesn't have a baby. She has a dog, but we can't prove it because she's got it all covered up." I said, "I didn't see it." "Oh, we thought you saw it." And I said, "No, I didn't see it. I was asleep." Well, apparently when I was asleep, she got up for some reason. I think she dropped something. And when she bent over, the flap on the baby thing came like that too. And it was a dog. It was a dog, not a baby. So the lady asked me, I don't know why she's asking me. She said, how long have you been here? I said, "I've been here about 5 hours. She said, "Did you ever hear that baby cry?" And I said, "As a matter of fact, no. I never even saw it move. I didn't ask to see it. I just asked how old it was." She said 5 months. And that the baby's name was Liberty. And I thought that was a little odd. But hello, Kim Kardashian, look what they named their damn kids. So I don't say anything anymore like, "Oh, that's weird." So I didn't think anything of it. I really didn't think that was the key. I didn't think. So the 2 people who did see it, one of them speaks Spanish only, and the other lady, she's bilingual. She was talking to me too. Her name was Alice. And she's like, "We thought you saw it." And I said, "No, I must have fallen asleep." So anyway, the registration, I'm going to take a bite of this fish if that y'all don't mind. I'm sorry, I'm hungry. I think they gave me a scrambled egg for breakfast. 1 turkey sausage. Anyway. They only gave me a half cup of coffee, and I was like, I was talking to the lady, it's like, "Don't mess with my coffee." I thought it was like a kidney thing that I was only allowed a half cup. She said, "No." I don't know if y'all know about the problem with the water in Houston. She said they're still having a problem. So they're having to use bottled water. It takes too long, she said. So not everybody's getting a full cup. Excuse me. I said, how does that affect the iced tea? She said, no, it's pre-made elsewhere. I said, okay, good. So I got my iced tea. Anyway, so they're looking at me, asking me questions I don't know the answers to. Don't you think that's odd? And I said, well, yeah, it sounds odd. So the other two ladies aren't saying anything. They're not telling her that it was a dog. They told me. They didn't tell the registration lady. They kept their mouths closed. So that's when they started saying, didn't you see it? Didn't you see it? I'm like, what are y'all talking about? This must have been before the registration. Yeah, this must have been no, it had to have been after because we talked to her again. So they're like, you didn't see it because you were asleep. I said, well, then why was she asking me all the questions? And they were like, we don't know. I think they told her to talk to me. I don't know. So anyway, I didn't have anything to tell her yet. It was just like, yeah, that's odd. It was odd. So the registration lady leaves, and then the lady Alice is talking to me, and she's like, you didn't see it because you were asleep. I said, what are y'all talking about? I said, I don't understand. And that's when she said she had to bend over to pick something up, and her and another lady saw that it was a dog. It's a little black dog, not a baby. Okay, well, you're not supposed to bring a dog in here. So Alice, and I said, well, why didn't y'all say something when she was talking about it? They're like, I don't want to get involved. I said, well, what do you think is going to happen? And they were afraid that the lady might, come back and hurt them in some way, shape, or form. I said, well, what you do is you ask the person you're telling to please don't let them know that it was you. And then they don't know who did it, so you should be okay. And y'all can honestly say, because they wanted me to tell the registration lady, they didn't want to tell her. I said, well, then you can honestly, if she says, did you tell on me? You can say no, and the other lady can say no. And if she asks me, I can say honestly that I didn't see anything. And that's the truth. I didn't see anything. Excuse me. So Alice and I were talking. She was confused about what to do. And I said, have you ever seen that show, What Would You Do? And she kind of looked at me funny, and I explained it to her, they put actors in a situation in a public place, like a restaurant. They reenact something, and then they want to see if anybody responds. Like there was one that had a little boy. He was African American, and he was apparently a foster child to this white couple. So it was this white lady, her white child, and then this little African American boy. He was cute. Well, the birth daughter got whatever she wanted, but they were making him have some funky meal. And he's like, I want what she's having. And they're like, well, you're not our son, and you don't belong to us, and if you're not happy with what you get, you can go back to where you came from. Just being really mean to this child. And he's like starting to cry. So this lady does get up and she stands up for him. But that's kind of what it's about. What would you do if you saw that situation? Well, I think I watch it occasionally. It provokes a lot of thought within me. And my thought is always, what would God, or if you want to call him Jehovah, whatever you'd like to call him, would do? What would he do? And that's what I try to do. So that's what I was told Alice, because she didn't want to say anything. And she agreed. She's like, since you put it that way, you're right, da 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 da. So at that point, that's when I thought she had accepted it and she was going to tell. So when the registration lady was coming back to give the other lady her receipt, because she paid cash. And so when she comes, Alice says, and points to me, she's got something to tell you about that lady. And I kind of looked at her because I thought she was going to do it. So I said to her, look, there's two people who saw something. They don't want to come forward because they're afraid. And I used a good word, that it would invoke. See, I can't think of the word. Retribution in a way. I guess is the only word I can think of right now, which is probably the wrong one. So they made me do it. So I said, yeah, there's two people. I said, I didn't see it. There's two people who claim to have seen the so-called baby in, in that lady's pouch thing. And then the registration lady, we'll call her Linda. Linda started talking about the lady with the dog. She said she was really rude. Someone had asked her how old the baby was, and she took a while to answer. They asked her again, thinking she didn't hear her, and she turns to her real nasty and says, "Less than a year." I think she was afraid people were going to ask, "Can we see the baby?" Nobody asked to see the baby. Nobody crossed that line, which is weird, don't y'all think? Because usually the first thing is, "Oh, can I see it?" Nobody did that. We respected her privacy. So anyway, so the lady, the Linda, the registration lady, is like, "Oh," I said, "It wasn't a baby, it's a dog." I said, "Everybody says it's a dog." My thing is, how can a puppy be quiet for 5 hours? That's a long time. It didn't move. Never saw it move. I saw feet, but to be honest, I thought it was the baby with black socks on because I didn't see the paws and I couldn't because it's too far. It was too close and too far at the same time. You see what I'm saying? So it's in that blurred vision area. So I didn't see it. But I told anyway, and I don't know ever what happened. They never came back. But, I mean, I wasn't mad. I wasn't mad. I was just, my head is crooked. I was just surprised. It's like, you tricked me. Is my eye bruised? No, I can't tell y'all. Tell me if it is. It hurts. I can't believe I did that. And y'all, blood gushed like, it felt like I was in a horror movie. It was just whoosh, gushing. I thought it was my nose because I couldn't tell where I was hurting. I mean, it's like I hurt. Where's that coming from? Because I was asleep. And I woke up very disoriented. Anyway, it's funny, huh? You go to the hospital for one thing and, damn, my head is crooked. You go to the hospital for one thing and you find out something major. This is major. And I don't really have anybody to talk to about it because I can't show weakness to Katie because then she's going to freak out. Elias, he'll ask me 100 questions I don't know the answers to. Well, are they going to do surgery? When are they going to do surgery? So what is this? What is that? I don't know. Or you didn't ask, you should ask. It's your body. Da, da, da. I think I did a pretty good job of asking questions. Yeah, my head is freaking crooked. And y'all talk like this and I'll look normal. It just is what it is, isn't it, y'all? I guess one ear is higher than the other. It's so fucked up. I am so unnatural, people. I'm so unnatural. What did God make when He made me? And why? I don't know. Anybody got the answer? I'm not perfect. I've never been perfect. Never been perfect. Never claimed to be. Just the opposite. But I swear I do try to do good. I try to do good. I offered everybody there crackers, not just the lady next to me. I offered it to everybody. That's only fair, right? There's like 10 people and there's like 16 things, crackers, so I need to brush my teeth. But, yeah. You try to, try to be a good person. That's who God wants you to be, but you know what being good means? You're going to suffer. Yeah, good people suffer. I don't know why. Maybe is it a test that you get into heaven if you suffer? Is it about how you deal with your suffering? I don't know. But I filmed the doctors because I just wanted y'all to hear, make yourselves aware of things now, because there's things he told me that no one else ever has. I knew that I had neuropathy. I know that it slowly climbs up your body. I didn't know it went to the heart, though. I never thought it would go to the heart. I know it goes to the stomach. And I think that's why I'm having issues now, because I think that's where it's at. I need to tell the doctors that. I didn't think about that. Excuse me. That was so rude, and I'm sorry. So anyway, I hope y'all learned something. Life is crazy, man. Life is crazy. So I'll talk to y'all soon, and if you... That is not my nipple, okay? It's something else. So don't think I'm showing y'all, because if that was my nipple, that'd be sad, wouldn't it? If y'all want to send a hello, I'd appreciate it. I really would. Doesn't matter who you are. If I know you or if I don't know you, just say hi. Okay? Alrighty, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Thank you for watching. Bye.